This is common mallow, also called dwarf mallow. Most people see it as a lawn weed, but foragers and herbalists know it as a tender, mucilaginous plant with a long history as both food and medicine. Sometimes called cheeseweed because its seed pods look like tiny wheels of cheese, mallow thrives in poor soil, sidewalk cracks, and neglected garden corners, offering a wild green full of benefits and versatile recipes. With edible leaves, flowers, and even seed pods, it's a plant that offers both nourishment and resilience. In this video, I'll show you how to identify common mallow with confidence, highlight its key health benefits, give tips for growing or rescuing it, and share how to use it in the kitchen, including a sautéed mallow and onion recipe. So if you've ever wondered what this little weed is, or how to turn it into a delicious and healing food, stick around. Finding common mallow is easy. It grows low to the ground, often forming spreading mats that can reach 1 to 2 feet across. Look for it in lawns, gardens, alleys, vacant lots, or even pushing up through sidewalk cracks. This patch grows right off the back of my back porch steps. Its leaves are round to kidney-shaped with shallow lobes that give them a slightly scalloped edge. They're soft to the touch and carried on long stems, often creating a low rosette close to the soil. A quick clue, when you crush a fresh leaf, it has a mild, almost slimy texture. That mucilage is part of what makes mallow so soothing as food. The flowers are small, delicate, and light pink to lavender with darker veins, usually 5-petaled and blooming from spring through fall. Later, you'll notice its distinctive seed pods, tiny round cheese wheels made up of wedge-shaped seeds, a dead giveaway that you found mallow. Unlike some wild greens, common mallow doesn't have many dangerous lookalikes. Its spreading habit, scalloped leaves, and unique seed pods make it fairly easy to identify once you've seen it a couple of times. With just a little observation, you'll start recognizing mallow everywhere. It grows across most of North America, making it one of the most widespread and accessible wild edibles once you learn its name. Common mallow, or Malva neglecta, is not a flashy plant, but it offers a unique blend of nutrition and soothing benefits that make it stand out among wild greens. Its leaves deliver vitamins A and C, along with calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron. These nutrients support bone health, immune function, and steady energy, all from a plant you can harvest fresh from your own yard. But the real gift of mallow is its mucilage, the slippery plant compound that gives the leaves their soothing, almost silky quality. That mucilage coats and calms the digestive tract, making mallow a traditional remedy for upset stomach, indigestion, sore throats, and gut inflammation. It's one of the reasons this plant has been valued for centuries across Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Historically, mallow was a dependable survival food, easy to gather, filling, and nourishing when other greens were scarce. Today, it's still one of the most resilient weeds you'll find, thriving without care and offering itself as a ready source of gentle nutrition. For anyone interested in adding wild plants to their diet, common mallow is an easy choice, mild-tasting, gut-friendly, packed with minerals and vitamins that rival more familiar leafy greens, and lower in oxalates than spinach or kale, making it gentler on the body for everyday eating. Common mallow thrives almost anywhere, lawns, gardens, alleys, vacant lots, and once you recognize it, you'll see how little care it needs. It tolerates poor soil, drought, and heavy foot traffic, which is why it pops up in so many overlooked spaces. In the garden, mallow behaves as a hardy annual or short-lived perennial. If you give it a sunny spot and average soil, it will grow quickly and spread into a low mat of tender leaves. In containers, it appreciates well-drained soil and consistent watering, but it doesn't demand much after that. A single pot can provide a steady supply of fresh greens all season long. If you spot mallow growing wild, where it might get pulled or sprayed, consider rescuing it. Use a trowel to dig carefully around the roots, lift the plant gently, and replant it in your garden or a container. Water it well before and after moving it, and give it some shade for the first day or two. mallow establishes quickly and will reward you with a flush of new leaves. You can also grow it from seed. The round cheeseweed seed pods dry into dozens of wedge-shaped seeds, which you can collect and sow the following spring. Scatter them on the soil surface and press lightly. They don't need to be buried deep. Thin seedlings as they grow, and let a few plants go to seed each year for a self-sustaining patch. Common mallow also makes an excellent living ground cover. Its slow-spreading growth habit shades the soil, helps retain moisture, and suppresses competing weeds. Tucking mallow under taller crops like tomatoes, peppers, or corn can create a natural mulch that benefits your garden while giving you an extra harvest of tender, edible leaves and flowers. In the kitchen, common mallow is versatile and mild, making it a perfect addition to salads, sautés, soups, and stews. Its leaves are tender enough to eat raw, adding a subtle, slightly grassy flavor, but they also hold up well to cooking. When sautéed, mallow becomes silky and flavorful, pairing beautifully with onions, garlic, or other seasonal vegetables. You can find a simple sautéed mallow and onion recipe linked in the description. The flowers are edible too, offering a delicate, slightly sweet note to salads, garnishes, or infused waters. Even the immature seed pods can be cooked or eaten raw, adding texture and a small nutritional boost. Because of its mucilage, mallow adds body to soups, sauces, and stews, acting as a natural thickener without overpowering other flavors. Think of it as a gentle, nutrient-rich way to enhance your favorite recipes while experimenting with a truly wild green. With common mallow in your kitchen, you're not just adding a substitute green, you're bringing in a plant with centuries of culinary and medicinal history, a resilient backyard weed that upgrades your meals with minimal effort. Common mallow is easy to identify, easy to grow, and easy to eat. A wild green that thrives with little care while giving you a nutrient-packed boost. By bringing it into your garden, containers, or even under other crops as living ground cover, you're reclaiming a forgotten plant that offers both flavor and resilience. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe to join a growing community of people exploring food security, wild edibles, and backyard abundance. And as always, eat the weeds.